Volta Lake, Ghana's hidden powerhouse. For those who may wonder what lies behind Ghana's energy, transport, and fishing industries, let's take a short journey into the heart of Ghana, to this vast body of water that silently powers the nation. This is Volta Lake, the largest man-made lake in the world by surface area. Volta Lake was created in 1965 following the construction of the Akosombo Dam on the Volta River. Stretching over 400 kilometers from the south to the north, it covers a surface area of more than 8,500 square kilometers, cutting across several regions of Ghana, including the eastern, Volta, Oti, Bono East, and northern regions. It's not just a lake, it's a lifeline. Volta Lake is the engine behind Ghana's electricity. The Akosombo Dam, which draws its power from the lake, provides hydroelectric energy for millions of Ghanaians. It also supplies power to neighboring countries like Togo, Benin, and parts of Burkina Faso. Today,
What's up, everybody? Today we're looking at some of the John Mahama's work. A lot of times we complain about presidents not doing much, but here this one just got voted in. I think it's been some months now. I think since the beginning of the year. So yeah, just roughly maybe 4 months or so. I could be wrong though. But yeah, so he's making some differences. And actually, before we even go any further, I just read somewhere else yesterday that their currency is the best performing right now in the world. And so, yeah, let's go ahead and check this out, see some of his work.
the president of Ghana believes this lake has not been fully used to its economic potential. Therefore, a new vision is activated.
This particular plan formed a key part of his government 24-hour economic policy, also known as the 24-hour plus program. The Volta Lake is about to play a new role in this policy, according to the president. Speaking at the Jubilee House on 28th May, Mahama described the Volta Lake corridor as the central pillar of the 24-hour plus plan. He said it is time to go beyond just using Volta Lake for electricity, and we must now use it to drive industrial growth across Ghana.
One of its boldest proposals is the development of the Volta Lake Economic Corridor. This corridor, centered on the Volta Lake and the Volta Basin, will become a national production zone and logistics span. We must move beyond just hydropower and unlock the broader economic potential of this beautiful national asset.
The central truth of the conversation is that although Volta Lake has long helped generate power for the country, Ghana, Mahama believes it has not been used to its full economic potential, which is truth, and I agree with him. And also, there is plan for agriculture, industry, and job if this policy is well implemented. According to John Dramani Mahama, his government will focus on turning the Volta Lake region into a national production and logistics zone.
Wow, look at that. Excuse me. A lot of times, we don't talk about some of these things like rivers. We have so many rivers flowing across the African continent. There should be power everywhere. We should be exporting power out the continent. We have just the Congo alone can power the entire continent, and then we have the Nile River. We have all sorts of resources when it comes to power. Energy generating. We have wind, we have solar, we have the water that could be hydro. So, and then when it comes to even water, like if you look at this image right here, look at all of that. You got all this land that's just not being used, and then somebody just sitting there stealing money and eating money. I mean, looking at this kind of like excites me for Ghanaians, but it pisses me off because it reminds me of all the lazy misleaders that we got. Let's continue, y'all.
And this is a plan which includes using 2 million hectares of land near the lake for farming, expanding fishing and aquaculture industries, building industrial.
Mind you, this is something that now they're talking about doing. This is something that could have been done like 20 years ago, 30 years ago. But now they're talking about doing it. I mean, it's a good thing, but still, all this kind of stuff should have been done already.
Along the lake for food processing and manufacturing. This is industrialization.
The plan envisions cultivating over 2 million hectares of arable lakeside land, revitalizing the fisheries sector on the lake and creating a chain of industrial parks that produce goods for domestic and regional markets.
If this will come to play and it will not be just mere words, then this is beautiful. I think we need to clap for this man. And this clap is just to encourage the vision and also encourage the president and his government to implement it. It should not stop at just the talking level. Now, these parks which will be built along the lake, according to the president, will serve both local market and countries across our region, helping Ghana to increase our export. Beautiful. According to the president of Ghana, the Volta Lake is going to be a transport highway. To support these activities, the lake will be used as a major transport route, and this is going to make it easier and cheaper to move goods between the northern farming areas and the southern port, according to John Mahama.
To support this corridor, the lake will be activated as a transport highway, moving food, people, and goods more efficiently than our congested roads allow us to do currently.
Mahama said also that this will encourage companies to build factories away from overcrowded coasts, creating jobs across the country. What is the government plan? The government plans to add new boats and ferries, build lake ports, and also partner with the Volta River Authority VRA and private investors under long-term agreement for this particular project.
New floating assets, lake ports, and long-term investment partnerships will be developed in coordination with the Volta River Authority and the private sector.
And for the tribalistic people who think that this is just about Volta region, this is beyond Volta region. There is a bigger transformation. While the Volta corridor is key, the 24-hour plus program aims to boost multiple sectors in Ghana, and these sectors include farming and agribusinesses. If it is implemented, government.
These are the kind of leaders that we need, not leaders, like Kenya's Ruto. We're tired of this guy. We're just waiting for him to go home, and I'm pretty sure that he will. So we could get somebody in there that can work and do stuff like this instead of always begging China, begging the U.S., begging the EU, just always on foreign trips, eating our money, looting the local money.
And tester production, pharmaceutical and digital services. If implemented, Mahama explained also that the plan will fix problems which are holding back the economy, such as poor infrastructure, limited access to finance, unreliable land system, lack of skilled workers.
But the Volta Lake Corridor is only part of the broader plan. The 24-hour economy program identifies priority value chains across all regions, and these include agro-processing, pharmaceuticals, textiles, light manufacturing, tourism, digital services, and the creative economy.
The program is going to carry training of the youth and securing of land. The program also includes setting up land banks with proper documentation and basic infrastructure, launching of Aspire 24. This is a program, a training program to prepare the youth for shift work, business, and digital jobs. According to the president in code, he said, we want our young people to power this economy, not just machine. And there is going to be need of attracting investment and the sharing of power locally. To attract investors, the 24-hour plan, according to the president, is going to offer tax breaks on equipment and raw materials, faster government approvals, export support, and also each district, according to the president, and according to this initiative, will also have its own 24-hour plus task force to manage local development. And
this is the kind of work that we need. But anyhow, till next time, next video. Peace.